Let me read this from Adam Parker. Right now, it feels like no one has strong conviction, bullish or bearish, about the stock market. He should go talk to a 27-year-old. Fundamentals might deteriorate from here. Just look at Ross Stores, missing earnings and pulling guidance on Thursday. Decker's Outdoors down over 20% on Friday on a reduced outlook. And Walmart CFO warning that tariffs will cause them to push up prices by 8% on some products in 2 weeks. But at the same time, there's hesitation to turn too bearish. Why? Retail flows are still strong. Momentum remains positive. Real optimism about AI. Companies proving real productivity gains. Input costs like energy and metals are down. And in aggregate, logistics costs should not be an impediment for most companies with prices at these levels in the second half. The dollar is also weaker. That helps U.S. earnings. The top 100 U.S. equities showed during the post-COVID era they were relatively immune to rising prices. At present, investors have generally now been conditioned to ignore President Trump.
Can I just double click on one thing, as they say in podcast land? There's hesitation to turn too bearish. People were so freaking bearish a month ago before the V. So I think people are only now, not necessarily turning bullish, but I think Adam's right in the sense that people, how could you have conviction right here? I understand
I definitely don't.
I understand having conviction to the downside. Like earnings are going to probably continue to come in a little bit lower expectations. I don't understand having conviction to the upside.
So he said, no investor we talked to on Friday thinks the U.S. will have a meaningful and sustained 50% tariff on European Union goods. We tend to think, and many investors agree, the only tariff-related conversation that really matters is what the U.S. does with China. And then he concludes by saying, taking it all in, even if macro headwinds persist, there's a growing view that S&P 500 earnings might end up being less impacted anyway. That's the big thing.
That's the thing. If you are of the mind that the AI hype cycle is still being underappreciated and you don't understand NVIDIA's going to blow your faces away, then okay, fine. Maybe that's why you're super bullish. But other than that, I don't see it.